So this next question here asks, what are some common mistakes I can avoid in the SAT math section? Well, definitely when I'm in just math in general, when I'm doing some problems, especially with geometry, the most common mistake is assuming things, all right? Because in math, nothing is assumed, all right? Maybe in reading it's assumed, but in math, everything has some sort of reasoning behind it, all right? So never assume anything in geometry, especially something about shapes. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some sort of example.
All right, so I kind of wrote this question on my own here, but this is just a very minor example of how one can assume things and get things wrong. All right, and so we take a look at this question right here. Right, let's say the question is going to ask, find the area of the figure. All right, let's say it's asking us to find the area of this. All right, and so uh, uh, if you're going through the math questions quickly, your first instinct might be, hey, let's just multiply 3 times 4, right? Because let's say, oh, this is a right triangle. 3 times 4 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. Great, the area is 6, and let's move on. But you have to look at the question more carefully, right? We can't assume that this is a right triangle just because it looks like one. And in fact, it gives us the angle 6735, all right? And so what's 67 plus 35? 67 plus 35 is 2, 1, that's 9, 102. And we know that triangles are 180 degrees. So 180 minus 102, that is going to be 8 and then 7, 7. That's going to be 78 degrees right here. So this is not a right angle. This is a 78-degree angle. Even though it has 3, 4, right? You might say, oh, 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? But no, this is 78 degrees, all right? So we can't assume that it's a right angle. And if we say the answer is 6, we get the answer incorrect, all right? So it's important never to assume something about a geometry problem or some sort of algebra problem if you're given something and you assume something, all right? So never assume, always base your reasoning off of what you know and the logic, all right? So I hope you guys found that tip useful.